Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the Salute to Veterans 200 here tonight at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Tonight, they are going for 80 laps here tonight. As always, up here in the booth with you here this evening is Dennis Iceman. Glad you all can tune in here this evening. As these guys are just getting under about 6 minutes left here in practice right now. You got Aiden Kirker in the top spot. Rolled in second, Lindgren third, Dorsey fourth, and Burquette rounding out the top five. Let's go ahead and get down to the point standings here real quick, where they stand in the championship. As it stands right now, we got Aiden Kirker in the first top spot there with 332 points. In second spot, we got Jared O'Shawn. He's at 302. Third, Anthony Conquano. He's at 291. As well as Chase Burquette. He's at 291 as well. Back in fifth, we got Zach Lindgren. He's at 285. Back in sixth spot, we have Connor Trafari. He has 272 points. In seventh spot, we got Michael Dorsey. He's at 266. As well as Daryl Arnold back there in eighth spot. He's at 266 as well. Ninth spot, we got Tyler Kahn with 264. 10th, Brian Bick with 235. Back in 11th spot, Josh Duke with 233. 12th, Clinton Seymour with 232. Joseph Costello back at 13th with 226. 14th spot, we got Joshua Corner with 225. 15th, we got James Rader with 222. 16th spot, we got Diego Roldan with 220 points. In 17th spot, we got Kyle Camper. He is at 215 points. 18th spot, Jake Baker with 207. In 19th spot, we have... Wrong one, guys. Sorry. 19th spot, we got Robert Hine, 184, as well as Richard Kirker back at 20th with 184 as well. 21st, we got Seth Wentworth with 168. Paul Reckley's back at 22nd with 166. In 23rd, Alexander Hyder with 162. 24th spot, we got Chris Lilly with 95. In 25th spot, we got Ron Harrington with 83 points. In 26th, Brandon Sampson with 77 points. Logan Solly is in 27th with 72. Marcus Van Der Lee is in 28th with 66. Eddie Sporrell is in 29th with 65, as well as Mitchell Van Oss back in 30th spot with 65 points. Back in 31st, we got Brad D. Peters with 64. In 32nd, Cody Tabor with 63. Jason Gallagher in 33rd with 59. In 34th, Cody Hampton with 57, as well as Sean Leisure in 35th with 57 points. In 36th, we have Alexander Meter with 46 points. In 37th spot, we have Ryan Beckering with 44. Jolyn Sims is in 38th with 39. Nicholas Bumlick in 39th with 29. And rounding out the championship standings here tonight, in 40th is Jackson Allen with 21 points. So what we're going to go ahead and do now, folks, is we're going to go ahead and step away, play our national anthem. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back and get into qualifying. Alrighty, folks, as they're getting ready to wrap up practice here, coming down to the final seconds here, down to 30 seconds here. They will be wrapping up and getting into the qualifying real quickly. I do want to go over the veterans that we do have here in the field tonight. We got Richard Kirker in that 93 machine. We have Brian Bick. I can find him. I don't know where he's at. I cannot find Brian Bick. Well, anyway, we got Richard Kirker, Brian Bick, and James Rader in that 72 machine of James Rader. These guys getting out there and getting their qualifying underway now. So we'll see how these guys line up here this evening. We got Gal out there on the track. Calvin Graham. Michael Dorsey's out there on the track. As well as Connor Trafari. Here's the Kyle Camper here real quick. Out here on the track in that 91 multicolored machine. Qualifying just getting underway, so it's going to take a little bit here for these laps to start filing in for these guys. We got Richard Kirker out here on the track as well. And we got Daryl out here coming out on his warm-up lap right now. Chris Lilly out here on track, as well as Zach Lindgren. Let's see if I can find him on here. There he is. Now we got Kirker up in the top spot with a 52.46. In second spot we got Jared. Actually, Connor just got up to the second spot with a 52.54. Sean sitting in third with a 52.607. Rolled in fifth now with a 52.16. And all these guys are out here on track. We're back here with Dorsey right now. He just laid down a 52.45.20. Camper just laid a 54. We got Marcus Van Der Lee in ninth spot. He just laid down a 53 something time that going so quick I can't keep up. A 52.69 he laid down. Here to Mitchell Van Oss. Right now, he has not laid down a lap. He's sitting in 16th spot here right now. We'll see where he files out here. Is Marcus. He decided to destroy the front of that car. He's going to have to go behind the wall and get his backup car out. Get him a fresh in and out Chevy Impala. As we had a die-cast fans out here in that 23 machine of Walker Thomas. And Chase is just out here coasting around right now. Here on Tyler Kahn. Right now, Kahn is sitting back in 12th spot with a 52.75. Looks like he's on his second lap right now. As Corner just finished his lap at a 53.66, sitting back in 20th spot right now. He's on his second lap now, so we'll see where he'll end up at as qualifying is officially over. So let's go ahead, folks, and let's get down to the starting grid here tonight for the ISRL League, the Salute to Veterans 200 here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Okay, in first spot we got Diego Roldan grabbing the pole here this evening. Congratulations, Diego, with your 52.313. In second, we got Chase Perquette. In third, Josh Duke. Fourth, Aiden Kirker. Fifth, Jared Rashawn. Sixth, Michael Dorsey. Seventh spot, we got Brad D. Peters. Eighth, Connor Trafari. Ninth, Chris Lilly. 10th, Anthony Colatuano. 11th, Marcus Van Der Lee. In 12th spot, we have Tyler Kahn. In 13th spot, we have Zach Lindgren. 14th spot, we have Walker Thomas. 15th spot, we have Clinton Seymour. 16th spot, Daryl Arnold. 17th, James Rader. 18th spot, Mitchell Van Oss. In 19th, Gavin Graham. In 20th, we have Joshua Corner. 21st, Richard Kirker. 22nd, Kyle Camper. 23rd, Paul Reckley, and that will round out the field here this evening with 23 drivers gridding here for the Salute the Veterans 200 at Indianapolis. Oh, folks, before we get underway and go green flag racing here this evening, if you have not already, be sure you go ahead and hit that like button, the subscribe button, and that notification bell. That way you get informed anytime Extreme Racing TV goes live for the ISRL League here on iRacing every Tuesday night. As these guys are out on their formation lap, getting everything ready, getting their spotters in check, making sure their crew chiefs are in line, and tighten those belts up one more time. Should be a very good race here this evening. I'm not expecting a whole lot as far as cautions go. It's a very wide track here. It does get an error in the turns, but these guys throughout the season have been impressing me, so I definitely foresee them putting on a great show. So tell your friends, your family, your neighbors, whoever you want to tell them to tune in here. Watch these guys put on one heck of a show here tonight as pace car is off to the safety of pit road, and we are Green flag racing here for the ISRL League. Salute the Veterans 200 at Indianapolis, and we already have a wreck. I saw that. Who was that? If I can... It looked like that was the... No, don't tell me that was... Go ahead and do a chase. Yes, it was Brad Peters. And it looked like he just missed a shift or something and collected a whole bunch of guys in that, unfortunately. You hate to see that right there at the start of the race, but I have personally myself have missed a shift before, so I do know that feeling. It is not good. So that's unfortunate, but these guys will get their cars repaired and get back out here on track, and we'll go back green flag racing. Right now, Diego's in the top spot. Paquette is sitting in second. Josh Duke in third. Kirkard fourth. Jared Rashawn in fifth. Mike Dorsey sixth. Connor Trafari seventh. Colin Tuano in eighth. Con ninth. And rounding out in the 10th spot is Daryl Arnold in that sixth machine. Waiting for Diego here to get caught up to the pace car here. Unless he is the pace car. I'm not going to pull anyone up for easy quite yet, just because what happened on the first lap here. I'm going to let these guys get back green flag racing and see if they can get it all figured out and have a long run here, and then later on in the race, if there's a late caution or something like that, we'll go ahead and pull somebody up. As now Diego's finally caught the pace car. And see here if we check on Daryl real quick. It doesn't look like he has any damage. Here on Gavin, he looks fine as well. Kyle Camper, he's clean. Josh Coroner here, he looks pretty clean as well. And James Rader, he's a little crinkled there on the rear. And the front's seen better days. That's definitely not the best for him. Hopefully he can get most of that repaired as he's coming down pit road once more. Get more of that damage fixed. Chris Lilly's also on pit road getting some, looks like some serious damage replaced. Or not replaced, fixed. Marcus is back out in his in and out machine, and his front end's all messed up as well. So there's a few drivers here, first lap into the race, they already got some heavy damage on their vehicles. Zach Lindgren's on pit road as well. I'm not sure if yeah, he's got a little bit of damage there on his back bumper. I'm not sure about. Yeah, his front's beat up as well. Quite a few drivers there. Richard Kirker as well. That's unfortunate for him. First lap of the race. Don't want to see that for Richard Kirker. Hopefully his night's not over. He can get back out here on the track and try to recoup anything that might happen throughout the race, as well as Brad Peters. He's still here on pit road. So we're just waiting for these guys to get the one to go here, which should be next time by. Get the one to go, and then we'll get back hopefully to green flag racing. As right now we have currently out on the track, it looks like 18 drivers on track. And the remaining are in pit road, either getting severe damage fixed or just trying to get as much as they can repaired without going a lap down or losing more than what they have already. As you can see, I think that is Marcus coming back down pit road, I do believe. Yes. All right, so we're just waiting for these guys to make another 2-mile lap around this 2-mile track at 80 miles an hour. Pace speed is 60 miles an hour. I did not go over the race info here with you guys. We're at 70 degrees with humidity level of 40%. Clear skies, winds at 2 miles an hour. Pit road speed, like I said, is at 60 miles an hour. They do have 4 sets of tires behind the wall. And just like any other race here at the ISRL, fuel load is 100%. Track temperature is sitting at 81 degrees. Track length is 2.5 miles long. The altitude is at 723 feet. Not like, it has a big effect on these cars at 723, but just wanted to throw that out there as the pace car is getting ready to dive off to the safety of pit road. No, we delayed the green. Should be getting it this time by. There we go. All right, so now we got another 2.5 miles to go around one more time, folks. Hopefully we can get back green flag racing here. But like I said before, the race started here tonight. If you have not already, be sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you get informed anytime Extreme Racing TV goes live for the ISRL League here on iRacing. And tonight, it is the Salute the Veterans 200 here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. 80 laps. So we will just call the beginning of the race a 8-lap parade to salute the veterans out there. Thank you all for the service sacrifices that you've made. Without you guys, we wouldn't have the pleasure of being able to do what we do here. So thank you. And thank you all that are currently serving. I currently have a son that is just joined the Marines, actually. So that is very exciting as the pace car is off to the safety of pit road. And green flag is out in the air. We are back green flag racing here for the Salute the Veterans 200 here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. As Diego is out in front right now. Perquettin second, Duke in third, Kirker fourth, Rashawn in fifth spot. As these drivers, as you see Diego trying to break that draft down the back straightaway. Get back here to, who is that up in the wall there? Anthony Conatuano. Literally, he tried to chastain it. That don't work here at Indianapolis there, Anthony. You can't chastain the wall. We got a battle for the lead here as Chase is looking on the inside of Diego, but he's not forcing the issue right now on lap 9. He's just going to lay back here. As Tyler Kahn and Walker Thomas are going at it here, coming out of 1, going into turn 2. It looks like Tyler has it for now. Single file racing right now. A lot of clean racing too. Back up here to Chase. Trying to chase down that lead and take it over from Diego. Coming down that front straightaway, that long front straightaway. It reminds me of Pocono in a way. That coming out of turn 1, going down that long back straightaway. The front and back straightaway here at Indianapolis remind me of that. Well, I guess the same with the front straightaway too at Pocono. So, yeah, I guess it is similar, except Pocono only has 3 turns. This actually has 4 turns. And they're not banked differently. They're all pretty similar. There is slight differences in the turns, but it's minor. As get back here to Connor Trafari, he is sitting in 7th spot. He's about 2 seconds behind the lead as Chase is looking back on the inside of Diego. And it looks like Chase is going to try. He ain't going to be able to stick it in the 1. And he is letting Diego know that he is here and he ain't going away. So he's just waiting for Diego to make a slip. And pounce on that. And let's get back here to Josh Duke, sitting back here in 4th spot, right behind Aiden Kirker right now. Kyle Camper sitting way back here in 13th spot. He's minding his own business as we got another battle for the lead. And Diego still, and it looks like Chase is sticking it this time, coming out of turn number 1 down into turn number 2. They're side by side. Door to door coming out of 2, down the back straightaway. Who looks like Diego has the run coming out of 2. Chase is going to have to figure something out if he's going to want to get around him before the straightaway. But that helped Aiden Kirker and company try to close that gap up a little bit more. Kirker sitting just a little over a second behind the leader right now, as we got somebody really loose back there. Who was that? I think that was the 22 machine of Paul. Let me back up here. Gotta keep our eyes out here on these top two here, because they've been trying. Chase has been trying to get down and get around that 97 machine of Diego. Just hasn't had the momentum to be able to complete the pass yet. Going down that long front straightaway, doing that fishtail, going down, trying to break that draft, but Chase is right on his tail, literally. Coming out of turn number 2, Chase is going to have a run down the back straightaway here. Is he going to be able to complete the pass? Going into turn number 3, they're side by side, just about even right now. Going into turn number 3, it looks like Diego's still going to be able to hold that outside for now as he gets loose. Chase is able to complete that pass out of turn number 3. So Chase is coming out of turn number 4. He's looking to lead his first lap here tonight. And it looks like he's going to be able to do it here, coming down to the start-finish line. Lap number 14 goes to Chase Perquette. There in that 10 machine, Valvoline. You know, Valvoline belongs on the 6 machine, I'm just saying. Daryl, why don't you have Valvoline on your car? Instead, he has something. I actually don't know what that's supposed to be. I'm not with the times, folks. Don't mind me. Looks cool, though. I do like the front of that. Get back up here to Aiden Kirker as he's got pressure put on Diego now. Looks like Diego used up his rear tires. It looks like he's getting loose a lot more compared to the guys around him. So it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to be able to hold it together here until the pit stops come around. And that Sunoco 97 machine. But Aiden Kirker in that 39. Autodesk machine coming down the front straightaway, taking it to the inside. And looks like he's going to have the run going into turn number 1. Is he going to be able to complete the pass? They're side by side right now. Going into turn number 2. It looks like Aiden's able to complete that pass. Back here to one of the new guys, Walker Thomas. His first race here at the ISRL League. He's sitting back here in 8th spot right now. Good start for him. He's looking to have a long green flag here to see if he can pick up a couple more spots. Sure, he's hoping for a top 5 for his debut here. Eden's about 1 second behind Chase right now. we might have another battle here with a Connor Trafari and Jared Rashawn. That's a battle for 4th spot. I would say that Jared is putting pressure on Diego for 3rd. Oh, his engine's toast. No. You better tell your crew to put a new engine in that. Battle there, coming down the front straightaway. Jared's taking it down to the inside of Diego. Looks like he might have the position going in the 1, but Diego's going to be able to hold him off for now. Going into turn number 2, it looks like Diego's clear. So Diego loses another turn in the 3rd position. "28 minutes. Man, Clinton. I'd file for a new crew. 28 minutes to replace your engine. Unless you really toasted it. Or they had to put it out and everything. I'm just kidding. It does suck that you got that limit to where it's like, what is it, like 34 minutes or something like that. You gotta wait for an engine replacement. Kicker to Aiden Kirker. Trying to run down Chase. He was able to nip a couple tenths off there. Down just a little over 7 tenths. You just gotta get yourself a a NASCAR crew. They'll be able to get it done lickety split. You won't even know what hit you. Oh yeah, you got some time to enjoy the show. Right now it's a lot of single file. Really starting to get spaced out there. You got a few battles going on with Connor, Jared, and Diego. So pretty much from 3rd to 5th spot, they're somewhat close. And then you got more space. You got Gavin back here with Kyle Camper. And then more of a space and Josh Corner all by himself. He probably likes that. Nobody behind him and just enough to see what's going on in front of him. Paul Reckley here in 16th spot. He's in the same boat. He's literally by himself. And then Chris Lilly is just trying to make do with the damage he has on the front of that machine. As we got him. Thought we had a battle there. It's just a lap car. That would be Marcus. He's taking it down to the apron, getting out of the way of the leaders here. We do have to keep an eye on that lead as Aiden is starting to trim it down even more. It's down to just under half a second now. Going down to turn number 1 here. Jerry is trying to look on the inside of Connor. As Connor was able to take over the 5th spot from Jerry. So Jerry's looking to take that spot back, and now Connor is trying to go after Diego for that 3rd spot. Oh, I'm sorry. That was totally that was a lap car apparently. I'm seeing numbers in my head. I apologize for that. On the front straightaway here, it looks like Jared is trying to tell Connor I want that fourth spot back. But you can't forget about Michael Dorsey here in sixth spot. He's looking for one of them, if not both of them, to make a mistake. So he can go ahead and pounce and take both those positions over. Really, these three drivers right here, that's pretty much where the battle's at right now. You got Chase up here in the front. He's got just under a half a second over Kirker. Kirker's been able to trim it down. It was at 7/10. Now it's down to 4/10. So probably here in a few laps, that's something that we're going to really have to keep our eye on. And then you got Diego here. He a little over a second and a half behind the leader. And then you got your Three's Company here. With Jared, Michael Dorsey, and Connor Trafari actually fell back. Michael Dorsey was able to get around him. As well as Jared. Yeah, I forgot. Connor was in front of both of them. Now he's behind both of them. As Connor's coming down pit road. Is it pit stops already? Well, let's see here. Trafari was out here 24 laps. I don't know. That seems early. Well, we'll see here. Go ahead and do. Kirker was faster in the first sector there. And we'll see here how it is coming down the start-finish line. As it's now down to 0.2 of a second almost. And Kirker's faster again. So Kirker's putting down the quicker laps here. It's just a matter of time to see when. As you see there, from lap 22 to lap 26, all but one lap, Aiden was faster than Chase. Coming out of turn number 4 there down the front straightaway. Aiden tried to take a peek in as we got more drivers coming down pit road. We got Gavin. Well, we had more drivers. I can't get on to see who they are. Looks like Josh Duke's on pit road. Looks like Gavin made his pit stop, as well as Kyle Camper, Josh Corner. Connor just made his stop. And Chris Williams. So these drivers should be coming down pit road here shortly. I don't foresee these guys staying out too much longer. As we're at 27 laps right now, coming to 28 laps. As Kirker's really putting the pressure there on Chase. Right now the fastest lap goes to that number 9 machine of Honda Safari with a 52.66. Sorry, I got confused there for a minute. We're getting ready to complete lap 29 of 80 here for the Salute the Veterans 200 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Aiden Kirker's coming down pit road. As well as Jared Rashawn, Walker Thomas, Anthony Colatuano's coming down pit road as well. Darrell staying out. Darrell moves himself up to 4th spot. As Chase is still out here with Diego, Michael Dorsey, Darrell, and looks like Kyle Camper will... No, Kyle Camper just came down pit road as well as Josh Corner. He's down pit road. So, looks like Connor is going to take over 5th spot. As Aiden Kirker is coming out. He's got to stay on that apron all the way around turn 2 before merging back onto the track, as Chase is now down pit road. Mike Dorsey is now down pit road. Darrell is staying out. I think he was one of those drivers that made... He's been out here 28 laps. So he's looking at about 2 more laps of fuel. Diego should be coming down pit road here. Diego's been out here 30 laps. He's got to be running on fumes. See here what he does here coming out of turn number 4. Yes, Diego is coming down pit road. We'll see what Darrell does here. Is Darrell going to stay out and lead a lap? No, Darrell is coming down pit road as well. So that will complete the pit cycle here. And that will give the lead to Connor Trafari. But right behind Connor is going to be Aiden Kirker there in 2nd. And Chase fell back. Is going to fall back to 3rd after the pit cycle. Jared is now in 4th spot. Walker Thomas is up to 5th. Diego fell all the way back to 6th spot. He's down 5 spots from where he started. We'll see here how long it takes Aiden Kirker. Aiden's got the fresher tires compared to Connor. See here how long before Aiden's able to overtake Connor. As Jared has just laid down his fastest lap with a 52.50. Guys are all spaced out. Got some small, like, spaced out groups here and there, and then there's a big gap to a few more, and then a gap to 1, and then Daryl is now back in 12th spot after the pit cycle. He's up 4 spots from where he started. As Aiden Kirker is taking over the lead from Connor, and I missed it. Sorry. Sorry, Aiden. As Connor is now getting pressure from Chase. Going down the back straightaway here, I'm sure Chase is going to be able to overtake him here before too long. He doesn't want Aiden to get too far of a lead. He's already over a second ahead of Chase, about a second and a half. But Chase is closing that gap just a little bit. But he's got to watch. He doesn't want to use all his stuff up trying to not only run down O'Connor as he got loose coming out of turn number 4. He doesn't want to use all of his stuff up trying to catch Aiden Kirker, and then he has nothing for him to get around him, as Chase is going to be able to take over second spot going into turn number 1. So now it's Chase and Aiden. The Aiden Kirker Chase Paquette show here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway tonight for the Salute to Veterans 200 for the ISRL League on iRacing. I don't know who that was who just hit the wall. Somebody hit the wall coming out of turn 2. I think that was Anthony Colatuano there. Just brushing the wall. As Chase is now closed that gap. Looks like trying to get around Kyle Camper there. Kyle's got a little bit of damage there on the right front. That fender is buckled in just a little bit. As Chase is now taking that lead down to second. Just a little over a second. We'll see here if he's going to be able to eventually catch that giraffe and close that gap in a little bit more as Aiden is able to pull away down the back straightaway. But it looks like Chase had a little bit better 3, but Aiden definitely had a better 4. Looks like Connor's trying to find a new line around the track. And now he got pressure from Jared. Jared's trying to take over that 3rd spot from Connor Trifari. And it looks like he's going to be able to. Going down, yes, able to clear that. Back here, Diego and Walker Thomas. Oh, no. There's Diego working his way around Kyle Camper. Eden's able to open that gap. Looks like it was just a little over second. And it's closing a little bit now. It's been hovering around the same area, anywhere from a second to 1.2 seconds behind. So we'll see if Chase is going to be able to do anything with that. As I say that, it's now at 1.01. So we'll see here. As soon as he catches that draft, he'll be able to reel in Aiden just a little bit more, especially on the front and back straightaway. Right now, we are really Connor is hitting the wall coming out of turn number 1. He's definitely fighting some handling issues in that 9 machine. As we got Josh Duke fighting it out with Anthony Colatuano here. That is for 9th spot. And it looks like right now that John Deere machine is prevailing over that 98 machine Elite. It does say Elite, doesn't it? Yes, Elite Motorsports Pontiac. And here comes Anthony down on the inside of Josh Duke. Looks like Anthony's going to be able to have that position going into turn number 1 as Duke took a new line. I don't know if he was just letting Anthony go by or if he just overdrove it, but either or, Anthony Colatuano is now in 9th. Josh Duke is back in 10th, and the battle for the lead is heating up once more, but this time it's Chase chasing down Aiden Kirker. It's now under half a second between these two drivers. And we get back here. Walker was able to get around Connor. Walker is up to 4th spot. Walker is the biggest gainer of the race right now. He is up 10 spots from where he started. Still fighting it out here. Now Aiden Kirker really got pressure from Chase. It's down to a 10th of a second now. Coming out of turn number 1, it looks like Chase is going to have the run going into turn number 2. But is he going to have the momentum coming out of 2 to overtake the lead? Is he not clear? Going down the back straightaway. Going down into turn number 3. It looks like he's going to be able to have it here. For now, anyway. Cockpit view here of Aiden Kirker. Give everybody a little perspective of the race. Chase really broke early there going into turn number 3, was able to let Aiden really gain some time there. And that is 1 lap around Indianapolis Motor Speedway, folks. Chase is now reclaiming the lead over Aiden Kirker. Go ahead and get back here to Josh Duke. He is back to the 10th spot. All by his lonesome as Anthony was able to get a big gap over him. He's trying to chase down that 29 machine in Tyler Kahn now, but he's got a ways to go. He's over a second and a half behind Tyler Kahn. Diego here with Michael Dorsey and Connor Pichardi. Connor's getting loose coming out of 4 once more. we're getting another battle for the lead here. Going down the back straightaway, it looks like Chase is going to be able to hold him off for right now. Let's see how long that'll last. These guys have been really battling all night long. See if we can go ahead and do a nose cam of Aiden Kirker here. See how close he's getting to that bumper. Coming at turn number 1. Not really trying to bump him yet. Didn't want to do that one. So we'll see here. Looks like we got Chris Lilly coming down pit road. As Chase and Aiden Kirker are going to put him another lap down. Chase has been able to find something there. He's been able to extend his lead just a little bit. It was down to a tenth. Now it's a little over 3/10. Either that or Aiden Kirker's just saving a little bit, letting the right front cool down before he makes another charge. Well, right now, there's not a whole lot of action going on out here on the track. You got Jared here in third spot all by himself. Got Walker here in fourth spot all by himself. You got Diego here all by himself. You got Michael Dorsey and Connor Trafari. They're battling it out here. It looks like Michael was just able to get around Connor. Get back here to 8th spot, Tyler Kahn, he's all by himself. Anthony Colatuano in 9th spot, all by himself. Josh Duke here in 10th, all by himself. I mean, you get the picture, guys. Folks, gals, whoever's out there tuning in. Aliens, octopus, whoever's out there tuning in. Don't know why I said octopus, but, you know, throw them all in there. It is 2023, right? There's corners fighting here with no one. That car's on the lead lap, Diego. But we get back up here to the lead. Chase still holding steady with just a little over 3/10 of a lead over Aiden Kirker. Getting ready to complete lap 49 of 80 here. They are over halfway done here in the race here tonight. I would do a crank it up cam right now, but with them so far spaced out, probably not a good idea to do that. So we'll see here what happens down the road. Might have to do a like a cockpit crank it up cam or something like that. Chase is able to extend his lead just a little bit more now. It's about half a second. As Jared got loose coming out of 4 there, and he's going to lose a spot. Oh, no, that was Walker. No. That's a lap car. Oh, my. And that is the... Trying to get a number on that car. The pink car. 22. That would be Paul Reckerly. Connor is now on pit road. He was out here. .25, so he's doing 25 lap stints. Looks like everybody else is doing close to 30. Maybe Connor knows something we don't know. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Didn't want to hit that button. Go back live. Don't know why I hit that button. But big gap, almost 6 seconds from the leader back to of Jared. And then we got Thomas in the 4th spot. A little over 7 seconds back, and then rounding out the top 5, Diego. He's over 11.5 seconds behind the leader. Connor just made his pit stop, as Tyler Kahn is now down pit road, as well as Paul Reckerly. He's on pit road. And let's see here. Kahn, he's been out here his last run. Where is he at? 25 laps. So he actually went shorter than his first run. Get back. Here to Chase. He's now pushing 0.6 of a lead, second lead over Aiden Kirker. Dorsey's down pit road. We almost have contact there. Josh Duke is down pit road. Mitch Van Oss is on pit road. As Dorsey is now off and away. Aiden Kirker and Chase are down pit road together this time. This will be their last pit stop pending any late caution or anything like that. So Kirker, he overdrove his pit stall. He had to back up there. That's going to hurt him. But Kirker and Kirker 26 laps. And Perquette, he's been out here 25 laps. So he actually went shorter on that. Both, well, they all are. But Chase went a little bit shorter than Kirker did. As you can see, the gap there between the two. That's the bad voodoo of overdriving your pit stall, having to back up. Those critical seconds do count. Colatuano is now down pit road. Looks like that's going to give second spot up to Darrell. Darrell is looking for Diego to make his pit stop before Darrell has to come down pit road. So I think they do get a bonus point for leading the lap. Diego staying out. And see what Darrell does here coming going into turn 4 right now. Coming out of turn number 4, it looks like he's staying out. And got another lap car coming down pit road. Zach Lindgren coming out pit road. As Diego is letting the 98 machine go by. That'd be Anthony Colatuano, who just made his pit stop. Down to 23 laps to go. He's getting ready to hit 22 laps to go. And Diego is still the only driver to, well, Diego is now the only driver to not make his pit stop. He's at 27 laps right now. I do foresee him coming down pit road here very shortly. He's staying out, praying on a caution. But if I was his spot, I'd be telling him there ain't nobody around nobody. So right now, your best bet is just the pit. The only ones that are close right now are Chase and Aiden. Like Chase being able to hold about a half a second lead, roughly. Now it's down to like 4/10. As still out here on the track. Coming out of turn number 4, he's staying out this time around. Hit that 20 to go mark. We got 20 more laps here for the Salute the Veterans 200 here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Looks like Diego might be getting ready to make his pit stop here. He just let those two cars go by. But then again, he probably realized those guys had fresh tires. He does not. But this is the battle right here between Chase and Aiden Kirker. And here comes Diego down pit road. That will complete the pit cycle here. And that will do it for pit stops, pending a late caution. Nobody else, at least on the lead lap, will be coming down pit road. And that will now transfer the lead back over to Chase. Aiden's been trying to chase him down all night. Other than after the first pit stop there, Chase was chasing Aiden down. It's been the Chase and Aiden show here tonight, folks. Jared back here in third spot. He's about 6 seconds behind leader Chase. And then fourth spot, we got Walker Thomas. He's a little over 6.5 seconds behind the leader. Fifth spot, we got Michael Dorsey. He's at 10 seconds behind the leader. Sixth spot, we got Connor Trafari. He's pushing 11 seconds behind the leader. Seventh spot, we have Tyler Kahn. He's at 18, a little over 18 seconds behind the leader. Diego, after his pit stop, he fell back to 8th spot. Just about 26.5 seconds behind the leader. In 9th spot, we got Colatuano, a little over 30 seconds behind the leader. And then rounding out the top 10 here is Josh Duke, a little over 37 seconds behind the leader. This goes to show you how spaced out these drivers are. We still do have 13 drivers out here on the track. Well, 14 drivers out here on the track. As Aiden was able to close the gap up on Chase once more. We're about 2/10 of a second now behind the leader. Here to Aiden. I'm going to do a roll bar. There's really not much banking here at this track, so it's really not going to change that much. Actually, I'm going to do the gyro. And then I'm going to turn number 1. It's real slight banking. I mean, compared to your super speedway tracks like Talladega, Daytona, even Bristol. I mean, it's not a super speedway, but it's a short track. But the banking is enormous compared to a track like this. Daryl in 12th, all by him is lonesome. Let's go ahead and pick on Daryl. Nah, I can't pick on Daryl. Gotta get back up here, keep our eyes out here on the lead here with Chase and Aiden Kirker. Right now, the top speed of the race belongs to Anthony Colatuano with a 203 mile an hour. best lap of the race. That will belong to... I believe that would go to Jared. Jared with a 52.50. But here comes Aiden putting the pressure on Chase. Get that nose cam again. Looks like Aiden's going to try from the outside here going into turn number 1. Is he going to be able to make it stick? Looks like he's going to be able to hold his own there on the outside, but Chase is going to be able to prevail. But Aiden set him up. Got the run coming out of turn number 2. Door to door going into turn number 3. Aiden Kirker has taken the lead back away from Chase. But here comes Chase back on the inside going into turn number 4. Not going to be able to clear him, and it looks like Aiden's going to have the run down the front straightaway as they're trying to side draft with each other, but they don't want to get too close to each other as we're down to 12 laps to go here tonight for the Salute the Veterans 200. Looks like Aiden Kirker is able to pull just a little bit ahead of Chase there. As Chase trying to peek on the inside of Aiden Kirker, just didn't have the rim. It looked like Chase backed off a little bit. Didn't really want to push the issue right now. It's not the last lap. As Aiden's trying to break that draft right now. And Chase still right there. Coming out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway once more. Aiden's trying to break that draft. But Chase is right behind him, following him wherever Aiden goes. Chase is going with him unless it's the pass. Looks like Chase is going to have a run. Is he going to be able to do anything with it down the front straightaway? No, nothing with it going down into turn number 1. He's going to have to wait. Down to 10 laps to go here. Chase is really, looks like Chase is going to be able to get some kind of momentum coming out of turn number 2, but is he going to be able to hold it together? No, he's got to fall back in the line, it looks like. As I say that, no. Going down into turn number 3, Chase is holding an edge. Ooh, that was real close there. Going down in turn number 4, Chase is now back in the lead. Getting ready to come down to 9 laps to go here for the Salute the Veterans 200 here for the ISRL League on iRacing, their 9th race of the season. As Chase is starting to do a little bit of blocking, a lot of rear view mirror driving right now. Coming out of turn number 2. Looks like Aiden's content with just sitting back for right now. Hypothetically, if I was the driver, I know what I would do. I already did the move once, but I would hold off on it until, you know. I ain't giving away everything. Don't know who's tuning in and watching. It could be one of these drivers listening, trying to get some advice. I'm not giving no advice to nobody. At least while they're racing. As coming out of turn number 2, it looks like still really close down the back straightaway. It looks like Aiden's just going to stay in line there with Chase. A guy we really got to talk about here, Walker Thomas. He is in a podium spot right now, in 3rd spot. His debut with the ISRL League, and he is showing out. Pretty good show out for him. These guys are literally in a league of their own tonight. Between Chase and Aiden Kirker. Might have to get these cars behind the wall and do an inspection on them after race. Do a post-race inspection. Make sure all the bolts and everything are snug. There's nothing loose, like a window or something like that. Because now they're going to have to deal with some lap traffic there in front of them. How is this going to play out? You got Daryl, and that was the 22 machine of Paul. No, that was the 72. James Rader. Looks like they were able to make both very good passes around those lap cars there. As Aiden's trying to get a run coming out of turn number 2. He's not going to be able to get it. Daryl was getting loose coming out of turn number 2. That was almost our caution there, folks, but Daryl was able to save it, keep it under control. Coming out of turn number 4, get ready to take 5 laps to go here tonight. Chase is still holding off Aiden Kirker in 2nd spot. So far tonight, we've only had 1 caution, and that was right at the beginning of the race. Didn't even get down the front straightaway. But ever since then, it's been green flag racing. We had 2 green flag pit stops. And now it comes down to 5 laps here. Actually 4.5. Between Chase Burquette and Aiden Kirker. Who has enough to prevail to come out on top here for the Salute Veterans 200, as it looks like they might be able to catch some more lap traffic, which could play a factor here. It looks like Aiden got loose coming out of turn number 2 there. Got a little wiggly. But right now, coming down to 3 laps to go. It's Chase's race to lose here tonight. like we got more battles going on. Looks like some lap cars behind them. Jared is trying to put the pressure on Walker Thomas there. That is for a podium position. And Walker is not giving it up without a fight. Looks like right now Jared's going to have to settle for that fourth spot. Coming down to 2 laps to go. Looks like Jared's going to try maybe to take the outside. He's on the outside of the 23 machine. Ooh, got loose there coming out of turn number 1. But he's able to hold it together, as now we got another battle brewing here with the lead with Chase and Aiden Kirker, as Aiden is making his final charge. As these guys are still side by side here for third. Coming out of turn number 4. Aiden Kirker got loose coming out of turn number 4. White flag is out in the air. This is the last lap, folks. No more cautions here tonight. This is it. Whatever happens, happens. Aiden Kirker is really all over the back bumper of that 10 machine of Chase. Coming down the back straightaway here. Not going to be able to get a run, as Jared and Walker are still side by side for third. Going down into turn number 4. It looks like Chase is going to have enough to hold off Aiden Kirker here tonight. Congratulations to that 10 machine Chase for holding off and winning the Salute the Veterans 200 here tonight at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Aiden Kirker in second. And it looks like Jared Rashawn in third spot. What a battle there for third. We just caught the tail end of that. Congratulations to the top 3. Walker Thomas in his debut finishes 4th. Michael Dorsey 5th. Diego rolled in 6th. Tyler Kahn 7th. Anthony Colantuano 8th. Connor Trafari 9th. And Josh Duke rounding out your top 10. But we're going to go ahead and step away here real quick. Get our top 3 up here. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, we are back, and I have managed to get the top three down here to the broadcast booth. What we're going to go ahead and do right now is we're going to go ahead and get our third place finisher up here, Jared Washon, man. Congratulations. That was a hard battle there for third there at the end of the race with you and Walker Thomas. Go ahead and talk about your race here tonight.
Yeah, I definitely didn't expect to be on the podium here. This is probably one of my worst racetracks, but that was crazy there. I think we're side by side for like last 2 or 3 laps, and there's not many people you can run side by side with that and not end up wrecked. So a lot of respect for that, and yeah, definitely didn't expect to be talking to you tonight.
Yeah, yeah, and during those last few laps there, we noticed that you decided to take the outside actually instead of the preferred inside. Was there a strategy of doing that, of trying to pass him on the outside, or was it just I'm just gonna go for it and see what happens?
No, he kept running, trying to break the draft, and I just stayed next to the wall, and then I guess I got the run off four, and he moved down, and then it opened up, and I was there. I didn't want to really make the pass on the top, but I don't know. I wasn't going to try on the inside because I didn't want to risk wrecking us. I was just happy with the P4 there, get good points, and come out of here. But it just opened up, I guess.
Yes, it did, and you were able to, like you said, pull it out here tonight. Find yourself up in the podium spot. But as we transfer from Indianapolis here, get ready to go to a corn race down in Iowa. What are your thoughts about going to Iowa here next Tuesday night?
I don't know. I haven't ran that track in a while, so I think it's usually a top lane dominant. I believe. I don't really remember. So hopefully we can get multiple lanes working, and hopefully we can have some speed. I'm not sure how it will be, but we'll see.
All right, Jared. Well, before we go ahead and let you go here this evening, any thoughts, shout outs, salutes you want to give here for the Salute the Veterans 200 before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate your third place finish here tonight?
I just want to give thanks to all my teammates for helping me out. Like I said, this definitely was not a track I expected to run well at, but thanks to them, I was able to get it dialed in and was able to come home third. Thanks to Diecast fans for being on the car. Thanks to all the admins for putting this league on. Thanks to Walker for racing me clean there at the end and not cleaning us out. And thank you for broadcasting. And shout out to Jay if he is tuning in tonight.
All right. Well, Jay, if you're tuning in, big thank you for coming out, tuning in, and watching Jared finish up here in the podium here tonight. Jared, we'll go ahead and let you go celebrate your third place finish. I can't wait to see what you bring at Iowa next Tuesday night. Until then, enjoy, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Alrighty, folks. That is our third place. Interview completed. Now we'll go ahead and pull up Aiden Kirker here. Get him up here. Aiden Kirker, Dennis Hansman, the broadcast booth, man. You and Chase, you were going at it all evening long here tonight. Go ahead and talk about your race here tonight in that 39 Autodesk Dodge machine.
Well, it was a race, that was for sure. Definitely one of the most difficult races I think I've ever had to run. Car was a handful. Chase really kept me on my toes, and just was a fun battle. Really couldn't make any mistakes, or else you're gonna lose a lot of time. So yeah, just proud of the result. It kind of sucks that I really did want to win this race, because I feel like this is one of the races that got away from us last season, and we just can't quite get over the hump of being a bridesmaid at Indianapolis. But still, really good run, really good points today. Good for us. We got the Triple Crown title, I believe. So that's going to really help with the bonus points. And I mean, the plaque's cool too. So can't really complain about that. But yeah, just a fun race, and wishing we were one spot more, but happy with the result regardless.
Oh yeah, anytime you finish within the top 5, it is disappointing not getting that top spot, but being able to pull out, in your case, a top 2 here tonight. Even it looked like you had a little mishap there on I think it was the last pit stop where you overdrove it into your pit stall. You'd still be able to come back and recover from that and make it as close as you did there for the victory. That goes to say a lot for what you're going to be able to do at a track like this. If if you just had a few more laps,
yeah, or a few less.
Or a few less. yeah, take it back about what was that? About 6-7 laps. Take 6-7 laps off of it, and yeah, you would have had the victory here tonight. But next week we move over to a good old corn race out in Iowa. Go ahead and talk about, what are you looking forward to going to Iowa here next Tuesday night?
The video that went popular a couple months ago with the little kid, and he goes, "It's corn." That's all I got to say about that race. Yeah, we're just looking to bring the corn machine out. The Elite Motorsports, we're gonna bring some corn cars out, I believe, and just try to get a win at Iowa. Further extend the points lead. If we can't get a win in the 39, at least try to get either the 27, 85, 99, or 98 in victory lane. I think the 05 is with us now too, full time, hopefully. Yeah, just try to continue this momentum. We got I think back-to-back second places, or 3 in a row. No, back-to-back second places. So the 39 Dodge is it's a fast man pajama, and I just hopefully we can keep going to the end of the season.
Yeah, for sure. It seems like every Tuesday night, you guys race, that 39 machine is up towards the front, if not in the front. But before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate your second place finish here tonight, any final thoughts, shout outs, or salutes you want to give here before we go ahead and let you go?
Yeah, just want to first off thank all the veterans. Obviously, we got Veterans Day coming up this week. Thank you all for your service. What veterans have to sacrifice is something that most people can't really even imagine, and there is absolutely no way, shape, or form possible that we can ever repay them fully for what they do for this country and keeping us safe and keeping us free. So just want to shout out to all active and retired military, the ones that are still with us, the ones that aren't with us anymore. Thank you so much for your service. And the absolute minimum we can do is name a race and race in the name of veterans. But want to thank everyone that helps put this league on, all the drivers for showing up, the admin team. Sorry to all the guys at the beginning of the race that got caught up in that big wreck. It sucks to have a race start off like that. I know Brad feels terrible, and hopefully everyone involved in that wreck, as well as Brad, can rebound next week and have a good race and make up for lost time on the track. Want to thank my girlfriend. I think she's watching. I think she'll probably get mad at me if I don't thank her, and I'll probably hear something about it. So I got to do that. And thank you for broadcasting, as always. Do an amazing job. I got a day off tomorrow, so I can't wait to watch it in the morning.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. As always, it's a pleasure to broadcast for the ISRL League. You guys do an amazing job with getting these drivers to show up every week and put on the show that you guys do. There might be a few hiccups here and there, but all in all, it's been a fantastic show. Glad to be a part of it, and can't wait to see what you guys bring next Tuesday night for the corn race over at Iowa. Until then, celebrate your second place finish here tonight, and can't wait to see what you bring next Tuesday night.
Yes, sir. See you next Tuesday.
All right. Alrighty, folks. That completes our second place interview here tonight. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is interview our winner here tonight. And this guy, He was fighting all night long. Just stay up front, and finally he prevailed here. Chase, man, congratulations on your victory here tonight. Go ahead and talk about your race here at Indianapolis for the Salute to Veterans 200.
That was hard, man. That was tough. I'll tell you what, he put up a fight, that's for sure. But yeah, overall, real good race tonight. Proud of what we were able to do and stay up front, qualify up front, and stay up front. So great race.
Yeah, it definitely was. It seemed like there at the first pit stop, Aiden got the better of you by deciding to come down a little bit earlier than you. Just by one lap, you came down the following lap, but then, the second pit stop, you guys all came down at the same time, and then Aiden looked like he overstepped the pit stall just by a little bit. And it seemed like that was the difference in the race with that little slip up that he made. But even then, he was able to pass you there in the closing laps. I think it was like 10 or so laps to go. But you were able to fight back and make that pass back over him. What was going through your head when he was able to get around you?
Honestly, I thought it was over. I really did. If I told myself if I could just stay to his bumper, I'll have a shot, because we're all getting loose out there. We're all slipping and sliding. So just hope I had the better grip out of him coming off the corner. And I felt like I did a couple times, and then I finally got him off of, what was it, 2 or 4? I can't remember. I think it was off of 2, but
yeah, I think it was off of turn 2.
Yeah. Once I got to his door, and then we were even going into 3, I knew that I could probably clear him if I had being the preferred line, the bottom. I knew I could clear him coming off the corner, and we did that. So.
Yeah, and you alluded to the cars being loose and that. It looked like you guys were definitely fighting a handful out there tonight with these cars, especially as, the longer the run went on. For you, when did it really start breaking loose for you, or was it just from start to finish?
It wasn't too bad for the first 10 to 12 laps, and then around 13, 16-ish, that's when it started to get a little hairy coming off the corner, for sure. But yeah, you got to figure out how to back up the corner real well so that you can have a good exit off and make it stick. So I felt like we did pretty good tonight at that.
Yeah, for sure you did. You found yourself up here in the winner's circle. But, transitioning from, 2.5 mile track of Indianapolis and going to a corn race next week over in Iowa, short track tempers. What are your thoughts going into Iowa here next Tuesday night?
I'm excited. Definitely not one of my favorite tracks, but I feel like if we can qualify up front, we'll have a good shot at being able to stay up front. So that's kind of the goal heading in there, starting up front. We'll see what happens. I'm excited, though.
All right. Can't wait to see what you bring next Tuesday night at Iowa. But before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate your victory here tonight at Indianapolis and kiss those virtual bricks, any final thoughts, shout-outs, or salutes you want to give before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate here tonight?
Yeah. Thank you to my wife, who lets me do this every week, for sure. Robert and Jack back home, thanks for watching, always supporting. All the veterans for this weekend, just want to give a shout out to them, especially Rick, Brian, and James, for sure, that are in this league as well. So.
All right, Chase. Well, we'll go ahead and let you go and celebrate your victory. Enjoy that glass of milk and kiss those virtual bricks. And can't wait to see what you bring next Tuesday night over at Iowa for the corn race. Until then, enjoy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you doing this as well.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. Alrighty, folks. That will do it for the interviews here tonight. What we'll go ahead and do now is we'll go ahead and get down through the results here of the race tonight. Chase Perquette finishing in that top spot. Congratulations once again, Chase, on your victory here at the virtual Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Aiden Kirker hard fought battle. Almost had it. Like you said, he needed a few less laps. He definitely would have had it, but congratulations on your second place finish. Jared, a very close battle there with Walker Thomas there on the last few laps, being able to pull that out. Congratulations, Jared, on your third place finish. Walker Thomas, debut here for the ISRL League. Couldn't ask for anything better. Good, clean racing, hard racing. Just fell short of making the podium here tonight, but still very good debut for you, Walker Thomas. Can't wait to see where you bring next Tuesday at Iowa. Michael Dorsey in 5th spot. Diego rolled in 6th. Tyler Kahn 7th. Anthony Colantuano 8th. Connor Trafari 9th. Josh Duke 10th. Mitch Van Oss in 11th. Daryl Arnold 12th. Josh Corner 13th. Paul Reckley 14th. Zach Lindgren 15th. Gavin Graham 16th. Richard Kirker 17th. Kyle Camper 18th. And 19th spot, we got Chris Lilly. 20th, Marcus Van Der Lee. 21st, James Rader. 22nd, Clinton Seymour. And rounding out the field in 23rd, had that bad start right at the beginning of the race, Brad D. Peters. Rounding out the field here tonight, and I'm sure Brad's looking to rebound next Tuesday night at Iowa for the corn race. Well, folks, it's been a great night. Great night broadcasting for this league here, for the ISRL League over at virtual Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Before we go ahead and go here, sign off for the night, thank you to all the veterans that served in the past or currently serving, will be veterans down the road. Without your guys' sacrifice, nothing that we do would not be possible. So each and every day we should be thankful. We should go out and thank a veteran. And I have a father who is a veteran. My son, who's currently a Marine. So thank you to both of them, but most importantly to the thousands and thousands, well, more than thousands, but the millions of veterans that have served this country. Thank you for all your sacrifice. And until next Tuesday night, folks, until the corn race over at Iowa, have a good night, take care of one another, and see you next Tuesday night.